Good morning to all. In our previous class, we have learned the trigonometric ratios. Now we are going to learn about the complementary angles of the trigonometric ratios as well as the trigonometric values. So, the complementary angles. As we know that the complementary angles or the complementary pair is a pair of angles which sum up to 90 degrees. For example, let me tell you 30 degrees is one angle. The complementary angle to 30 degrees is 60. If the angle is 41 degrees, the complementary angle to 41 degrees is 49 degrees. They sum up to 90 degrees. This is called a complementary pair. Now we'll know about the complementary pair for the trigonometric ratios. If you take sine function, sine 90 minus theta is equal to cos theta. This is a complementary pair. Sine 90 minus theta is cos theta. For example, if you take angle as 45 degrees or 30 degrees. So, I'll take theta as 30 degrees. 90 minus theta is equal to cos 30 degrees. That means, see, sine 90 minus 30 degrees is 60 degrees. 30. So, these two are a complementary pair in the trigonometric ratios. So, sine 60 is always equal to cos 30. Likewise, this is a complementary pair. Likewise, sine 45 is equal to cos 45. Sine 0 degrees is equal to cos 90 degrees. So on and so forth. This is the first one for sine and cos. The other complementary pair is secant. Secant 90 minus theta is equal to cosecant theta. This is one of the second pair of complementary angles, whereas the third one is tan 90 minus theta is equal to cot theta. That means if you take tan 30 degrees, it comes to cot 60 degrees. Here secant 45 degrees is equal to cosecant 45 degrees. So this is a complementary pair in the trigonometric ratios. And you might get one doubt here. Tan and cot are reciprocal to each other. That means they are the multiplicative inverse to each other. Whereas sine and cos are not the multiplicative inverse, but they form a complementary pair. For a multiplicative inverse, yesterday in the previous class we learned sine is multiplicative inverse for cosecant theta, whereas it is the complementary pair for cos. Same secant and cosecant we have. For secant it is multiplicative inverse is cos, whereas for secant, cosecant is a complementary pair. But we see tan and cot both are multiplicative inverse as well as they are complementary pair. So only in the case of tan and cot they form reciprocal for one to other as well as they are complementary angles. So this is all about the complementary angles, and I have written the three vice versa. The other three, like cos 90 minus theta is equal to sin theta. Likewise, cosecant 90 minus theta is equal to secant theta, and cot 90 minus theta is tan theta. Vice versa, we get the other three complementary angles. Okay. Now we'll know about the trigonometric values. The trigonometric values for the trigonometric ratios, I'll give you a simple method how to remember the tabular column which is given in your textbook. All the trigonometric values you can easily find out by remembering this. We have all the functions: sine, cos, tan, cot, secant, cosecant. They are the ratios. In your textbook, the trigonometric values are given a big tabular column. No need of mugging up or by hearting this table, because you can simply jot down all the values when you remember only the sine functions. I'll tell you how you can do it. First we'll take 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 and 90 degrees. Okay. We need to remember only one function, that is the sine function. The sine function, the values we need to remember once. That means sine 0 degrees equal to 0. We'll start with 0. Sine 30 degrees equal to 1 by 2. Sine 45 1 by root 2. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. And sine 90 degrees is 1. Only this line of sine values, if you remember, you can simply write the complete table on your own. When we are taking this cos, as I have told you previously, cos is the complementary angle for sine. So when I tell sine 0 degrees, the complementary angle is cos 90 degrees. That means the 0 value should be here, and sine 90 degrees is cos 0. So this value 1 comes here, and cos 30 degrees is equal to sine 60. That means sine 60 cos 30. You simply note down cos 60 sine 30 like this. And sine 45 complementary is cos 45. The same value you have to write down. Whereas sine 60 degrees cos 30, sine 30 degrees is cos 60. Hope you understood this. Or else you can just crisscross the values. See what I did? 1 is placed here, 0 is placed here, root 3 by 2 here, 1 by 2 here, and 1 by root. We have to have that concept that they are complementary to each other. Next, we all know that tan is a ratio of sine and cos. So, sine value by the cos value. We should simply divide it. 0 by 1 is 0. Now, I want the tan value for 30 degrees. 1 by 2 divided by root 3 by 2. We cancel 2 and 2. We get 1 by root 3. That means tan 30 degrees is 1 by root 3. And here, sine by cos again, root 2 cancel. 1 upon 1 is 1. And this if you divide 2 we can cancel. Root 3 by 1 comes up to root 3. And 1 by 0 is not defined. That means just take it as infinity. Now, the cot values. Again, if you know the formula, that is cot is cos by sine, well you can do, or just crisscross the values, or also we know that tan and cot are the complementary pair. Tan and cot are complementary pair. Tan 0 degrees equals cot 90 degrees. That means 0 should be written here. And tan 90 degrees equals cot 0 degrees. Tan 30 equals cot 60. And tan 60 equals cot 30. And tan 45, cot 45, same. Means what I did? I have crisscrossed the values, because they are the complementary pair. Now coming to secant. When you write down the secant values, we know that secant is the multiplicative inverse of cos. 1 by cos. Secant is a multiplicative inverse of cos. That means we have to divide all the cos values. 1 divided by 1 is 1. 1 divided by root 2 by 3. The numerator and denominator are changed. It comes to 2 by root 3. 1 divided by 1 by root 2 is root 2 by 1. That means just root 2. 1 divided by half is 2. And 1 divided by 0 is not defined. That is for secant and cosecant, they are the complementary. So we can crisscross the values. You have to write secant 90 degrees is cosecant 0, that is infinity, and secant 0 is cosecant 90. Likewise, just crisscross the values 2 by root 3 and whole table of the trigonometric values you can simply remember by only remembering the sign values. That is, sine 0 is 0, half, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2 and 1. Just remember the sign values and you can write all the values and use it while solving the problems. So this is one simple method remembering the trigonometric values. There's another method for remembering the values. Like we have written the tabular column. So if you feel that writing the tabular column for simple questions, like if they are asked objective type questions for half mark, 1 mark and 2 marks, writing down the whole table, if it is a big one, like we can go for another method, a simple method. For that, to explain that, I'll take one problem in your textbook. They do this problem is there, that is find cosecant 60 degrees, secant 60 degrees and cot 60 degrees. This is a problem in do this of your textbook. So for this, instead of writing this, the complete tabular column, you can write the tabular column in your rough part, and or else you can do this in this way, this second method. I want to find the cosecant 60 degrees. So any trigonometric ratio, we have to bring it into the sine functions, because I only remember the sine functions. So sine functions, let me write down 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2 and 1. That means 0 degrees, 30, 45, 60 and 90 degrees. So I'll bring every trigonometric ratio into sine function. Cosecant is a multiplicative inverse of sine 60. So simply sine 60, I know the value of sine 60, root 3 by 2. So if it comes up, it becomes 2 by root 3. This is the value of cosecant 60. Now secant 60, have I written the table? No. I am using the second method of just simply remembering the sign values. Now coming to secant 60, secant is a multiplicative inverse of cos 60 degrees. Again, I want to change this into sine function. We know that the complementary of cos is sine. So sine 30 degrees. That means 1 by, I know that sine 30 is 1 by 2. If it comes up, it becomes 2 by 1, that is 2. So secant 60 degrees is 2 and cot 60 degrees is, we know that cos is the reciprocal or the multiplicative inverse of tan. So if you write tan, and also we know that tan function is sine by cos. So cot is cos 60 degrees by sine 60 degrees. Now here cos, here sine. I told you we have to bring it into sine functions because we only know the sine values. So cos 60 is sine 30 because they are complementary, and again sine 60. So sine 30 is 1 by 2, 60 is root 3 by 2. If you cancel this, it comes to 1 by root 3. That means cos 60 is 1 by root 3. Simply we can tell that each ratio I am bringing into the cos values, wherein I'm bringing into the sine values, wherein sine values I know very well. This is another method to solving the problems regarding the trigonometric values. Now we'll see one problem in the exercise 11.2. Sine 30, tan 45 minus cosecant 60, cot 45 degrees plus cos 60 degrees minus cosecant 30 degrees. This is a problem in the exercise 11.2. Here, I'll find out sin 30. We know it is 1 by 2. Tan 45 is sin 45 by cos 45. That means sin 45 is 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2, we cancel it. It comes to 1 minus cosecant 60, reciprocal of sine. That means 1 by sine 60. That is sine 60 is root 3 by 2. So the reciprocal means 2 by root 3 values. Then cot 45, we all know tan 45 is 1, cot 45 is also 1 because reciprocal of 1 is again 1 plus cos 60 degrees is again we have to go for the complementary sin 30. That means 1 by 2 minus secant 30 degrees is the multiplicative inverse of cos. That means 1 by cos 30. Here this is 1 by, if you write down 1 by cos 30 degrees, you bring into sine functions 1 by sine 60. That means 1 by root 3 by 2. So it comes to 2 by root 3. This you can do in the rough part, 2 by root 3. So look here, all the values are same. Minus 2 by root 3, minus 2 by root 3, half 1. So we can simply cancel it. We get 1. Cancellation, you need to remember vertical cancellation, like if it is 3 by 3, we get 1 upon 1, that is 1. But students usually make a mistake. If it is a horizontal cancellation, plus 3 minus 3. If you are cancelling horizontally, we get 0. So in a hurry, you cancel this and you write 0. At times it happens. So vertical cancellation, you get 1, and horizontal cancellation, you get 0. So let us take one more problem. Another problem from the same exercise 11.2 based on the values. That is 2 tan 30 degrees divided by 1 plus tan square 45 degrees. Here the options are given as sin 60. This is an MCQ question. Cos 60 degrees. C is tan 30 and D is cos 30. These are the options given. So likewise, they will, in the examination, we get half mark bits like this in using the trigonometric values. Now, we'll take 2 multiplied by tan 30. Tan 30 is sin 30 by cos 30. So, we are not writing the tabular column. If you want, you can write the tabular column, or in rough you can do this. Sin 30 by cos 30. Here, sin 30 by sin 60, because cos 30 is sin 60. So 1 by 2 by root 3 by 2. Just cancel off, you get 1 by root 3. So tan 30 is 1 by root 3. Again 1 plus tan 45 degrees. We know that sin 45 is 1 by root 2. Cos 45 is also 1 by root 2 because they are complementary. Both if you cancel, you get 1. That means tan 45 is 1 square here. So 2 by root 3 by 1 plus 1, 2. If you cancel this, you get 1 by root 3. Cancel off 2, you get 1 by root 3. Again, you have the options here. You know sin 60 is root 3 by 2. This is not matching with the answer. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. And cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So this is tan 30 degrees. So option C is the answer. Like this, they will be giving the objective type questions for you in trigonometric values. And let us look upon. So we'll do one more problem in the exercise 11.3. Tan 48, tan 60 degrees, tan 42 degrees, tan 74 degrees equals 1. This is show that problem. See here, 48 degrees, 16 degrees, 42 and 74. You might get a doubt that we only know the values of 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. We don't know the values of 48, 16 and all these. So, by using the complementary angles pair, like 48 is being paired to 42. You can pair this. And 16 degrees, you can pair it to 74 degrees because they form 90 degrees. If you sum up here, when you take tan 48 degrees, and here, because this is all multiplication, tan 42 degrees, you can write it as, what is the complementary angle? It goes to cot 48 degrees. Tan 42 is cot 48. Again, tan 16, and right. And tan 74 is cot 16 degrees. So let me take this LHS because we have to show that this value comes up to 1 in the RHS. So now this tan 48 degrees, here cot 48, reciprocal of cot 48 is 1 by tan 48, multiplicative inverse. Next tan 16 degrees, again cot, I am changing it to tan, that is tan 16 degrees. When you cancel, these are all multiplication. So when you cancel tan 16, 16, tan 16, it comes up to, multiplying horizontally. So it comes 1 by 1, that is 1. This is in the RHS. So we have proved, or we have shown it, the complete value comes up to 1. Like this, there are few problems in your exercise. So in 11.2 and 11.3, you can solve all the problems based on the trigonometric values. Hope you understood today's class, and with this the class on trigonometric values is over. Hope you all revise the lessons, yesterday's lesson and today's lesson, and go with your